Welcome to All Business, No Boundaries, a collection of supply chain stories by DHL Supply Chain, the North American leader in contract logistics. I'm your host, Will Hayward. This is a place for in-depth discussions on the supply chain challenges keeping you up at night. We're breaking beyond the boundaries that are limiting your supply chain. Today's episode is the future of logistics, encouraging Girl Scouts to dream big. Our guests are Bonnie Barczykowski, CEO of the Girl Scouts of the USA, and Jim Monkmeyer, President of Transportation, DHL Supply Chain. Let's dive in. Okay, hello, welcome to you both. Very happy to have you on the All Business, No Boundaries podcast today. We'll start as we always do. I'll ask you to each introduce yourselves with your name, the organization that you're part of, and what your role is there. So we'll start with you, Bonnie.
So I'm Bonnie Barczykowski, and I'm with Girl Scouts of the USA, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer.
Terrific. And Jim?
Yeah, I'm Jim Monkmeyer, President of Transportation Services at DHL Supply Chain.
Okay, so the Girl Scouts of America and DHL Supply Chain may appear to be sort of an unlikely partnership. So I want to dive into that a little bit and peel back the onion. If you could, Bonnie, can you tell us what the partnership is from your perspective, how it got started, and what you guys are looking to get out of it or are getting out of it currently?
Yeah, absolutely. So Girl Scouts, we're the expert in girls, but we can't be experts in everything else. So we love to partner, and this is a perfect example to partner with organizations that our girls can get truly variety of experiences that they otherwise would never have. So our partnership with DHL is all about helping our girls understand what exists out there today, and most specifically in the world of logistics. And along the way, they build amazing skills so that no matter what they're going to go into, they've built skills through this partnership. And our hope is that DHL in the future will get some amazing new employees out of this.
Okay, Jim, I'm going to ask you the same question, but I want you to step back even further. I know you've had some experience with the Girl Scouts before getting involved through work. So maybe starting with your Girl Scouts origin story and taking us up to the present moment.
Sure. Well, I like to start by saying my mom was a Girl Scout. My wife's a Girl Scout. My daughters are both Girl Scouts. But my two girls are grown and out of the house now. And so this wasn't top of mind until I went to a meeting with DHL and the Girl Scouts of Ohio's Heartland, led by Tammy Wharton, the CEO for the group. And they really got me excited with the emphasis and focus on STEM. And so I could see a connection there, an opportunity there. We do, back in those days, this is about 5 years ago now, we do cookie drops, which, if you don't know, this is the way that all of the cookies, the Girl Scout cookies, every February get from trucks and pallets to the Girl Scout troops. They roll through different cities in a freight yard. And we had the opportunity as DHL to participate with that, both in Columbus and later in Detroit. And we've done it in other cities as well. And from there, I was kind of recruited to be on the board of Girl Scouts of Ohio's Heartland. I'm in my 5th year right now in that role. It's been extremely rewarding.
Bonnie, I maybe pick up from where Jim started with the Girl Scouts of Ohio Heartland. And then how does that fit within the Girl Scouts USA organization? And how did the partnership sort of evolve from what was really a local thing at the outset to where it is today?
Absolutely. So Girl Scouts of the USA, I get the privilege every day of partnering with 111 of Girl Scout councils. And Jim mentioning Ohio Heartland, that's one of those 111. And also our USA Girl Scouts overseas. So in a partnership like this amazing one with DHL, it started at that local council, really working, and Jim's involvement really helped spearhead it to have us step back and go, again, what could our girls really learn and do through this partnership? So there was a co-created program, our Solution Superstar program, that started at the local council and then expanded into a pilot across 10 other councils. I had the privilege of attending one of the pilots last year in Indianapolis, which was truly amazing. And then this year, it will scale nationally. So it's a great way to see a program start locally and now have national impact.
Terrific. So describe the Superstar program. What do those events look like? Where are they held? Who attends? And what takes place then?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the co-creation of the program, there's some amazing activities that are created so that our girls can actually do hands-on with the employees that actually lead that program in that local community. So when I was in Indianapolis, it was wonderful to see all the DHL employees come together. Not only are girls building the skills through the program itself, but they actually get the ability to, I always say, see what they can be when they partner with people who actually do this every day. So the program was, again, co-created, and there's 6 different activities, and our girls need to participate in a minimum of 3 of those 6 to earn the patch, the DHL patch that they get at the conclusion of the program. But through it, they're solving real day challenges. So like one of the examples is, what would my cookie route look like? What would be the best route for me to take? And that is just one example. And they then do this program hands-on, again, in that facility with those individuals.
So Jim, building on the skills that are part of the program, from DHL's standpoint as a logistics provider, what kinds of things, have you decided are important for that, that we've put into that program, and how do those translate into maybe some of the 5 other activities that Bonnie started with?
When you think about the logistics and the supply chain area of focus, a lot of people tend to think about warehouse workers and truck drivers first. And so we wanted to give the girls a much broader perception and understanding of logistics. And so some of the other programs involve the robotics and that you see in our warehouses today. The girls have a chance to create their own robots. They have the opportunity to see, the s'mores, something that all Girl Scouts are familiar with, how that supply chain works, where those initial ingredients come from, how do they get to your campfire for these girls. And so these are the kind of things that we found that the girls can understand and relate to and get excited about, and understand that logistics is a lot more than just the basic operations within a warehouse or driving a truck.
So Bonnie, what kind of feedback have you heard from the pilots?
Oh my God, phenomenal feedback. And it's for multiple things. So one is the actual skill. So the problem solving, the creative thinking, the team building that goes in, like all those things come alive during this particular program. And then it's the exposure to an industry that I often say, unless their own family members are in the industry, they're not going to learn it at school. They're not going to learn it necessarily in their community. But to learn it through something like this, you can actually see that spark for our girls. And then when I attend a program like this, I remind the girls at the end, our goal is a couple of things: absolutely build skills, to actually expose them to specific careers that exist. And then I also remind them that they may walk away that day going, I want to learn more about this. Also to know if their heart is in finance or human resources or marketing, that DHL hires for all of those as well. So it's also about sparking an interest in an industry. So the feedback that we've gotten from girls and families has been tremendous.
That's great to hear. And I did want to play off of that. So Jim, what types of associates are coming to these events? And are they in work week or Saturdays, or how do they work?
Yeah, they are, for the most part, they've been held on Saturdays. So these people are coming in on their free time. We initially thought we would have to do a lot of recruiting for these pilots, which had been in about a dozen major cities around the country. We didn't have to do that at all. The people came out of the woodwork to volunteer to run these events. Many of them are Girl Scouts, were Girl Scouts, are Girl Scouts, are Girl Scout troop leaders, or fathers of Girl Scouts, and we've had 30 to 50 volunteers without any real effort in each of the cities to run these programs. So that's been great, and people are very excited to be involved in helping the girls.
So Bonnie, I liked your description of connecting to an industry that maybe outside in wouldn't really resonate all that much with just somebody who doesn't have a family member in it or whatnot. Are there other types of industries or organizations that Girl Scouts has taken a similar approach with?
We have a couple of even recent examples. We partner with Stanley Black & Decker to help our girls understand the amazing career paths in the trades. And again, one that many of our girls would never know is a possibility. And then we also partner like with General Motors. We have automotive engineering badges. We have STEM exploration badges. So again, partnerships with experts in the fields that can really bring alive these concepts and these potential possibilities for our girls.
Great, great, really interesting. So back to supply chain and logistics and the cookie drop in specific. So I have not attended any of the Solution Superstar workshops, but I have been to the cookie drop, and I think it bears some time to describe what exactly it is. I know, Jim, you touched on it, but it's really quite a technical achievement, and the volume of cookies that support what is, I think, a pretty significant fundraising event for the Girl Scouts, to get that all done with volunteers and various groups is something to behold. So I'll open it up to either of you to talk about sort of on the day, what does it look like, and what's the experience?
I'll let Jim go first because I'd love to hear his perspective.
It's a little crazy, and in February it can be very, very cold. So you've got people with big hats and mittens. You've got cars. It's kind of, in Columbus, it was a steady stream of vehicles coming through. People are loading up 15 passenger vans. They're loading up trailers. They're loading up any other type of vehicle they can. And it's a constant stream of and a lot of these troop. It's a lot of troop leaders obviously driving the vehicles, but they've got girls with them in many cases, and it's just a lot of fun to interact. And we're checking off lists, trying to make sure we get the right set of cookies. They continue to add new cookies, and so it can be pretty complex. But the team here, the DHL group, enjoys it every year.
And correct me if I'm wrong, isn't there some sort of an app where you can cube out the load by vehicle type?
That I don't know.
I was going to say, Will, we're going to both follow up on that.
That sounds like the next step here.
Yeah, somebody was telling me you could put in, I have a Suburban, and here's my cookie order, and it tells you, what percentage of it can fit in the car and what the configuration could be, which if true, is a very cool kind of thing that you'd see in the DHL offices or facilities.
Absolutely.
So
we can help.
Yeah. So Bonnie, just maybe stepping back on the cookie event annually, can you dimension the size of it? How many cookies are we talking about? I think everyone who's listening will have enjoyed them, but the scale is pretty impressive.
Yeah, the scale is impressive, and that it's nationally going on. The cookie, it's a $1 billion cookie program, and it's the largest girl entrepreneurship program in the entire world. So for our girls to participate in it, it's one of the things I love when Jim was just describing it. When girls do attend with the leaders, when they go for these, it's stepping back and going, that in itself is an experience for our girls. That's a learning opportunity to go and see, back to the point of how do the cookies even get to us, and what have we already done in working with our customer, and now how are we getting the cookies to our customer? So the program itself has so many aspects, including the delivery aspect. But our girls are building so many skills through that program, and it's the number one thing adult women will speak to when they talk back to their experience of Girl Scouting, of how much in the business skills, the business ethics, the people skills, the money management, all the things that they learned when they participate in the cookie program. Yeah, great.
So I want to turn to kind of next steps. So the partnership is, I gather, 4 or 5 years old. What comes in the future?
I always say the sky's the limit. Jim knows I say this. Just to watch how it's evolved over the last few years is truly amazing. So to know where we're headed next, we're so excited. And actually, people who will be listening to the podcast will be the first to know DHL is also now a supporter of our Gold Award Scholarship Program. So we're looking at ways to evolve our partnership that's meaningful for both of our organizations. And the Gold Award is the highest award a young Girl Scout can earn in Girl Scouting. So we have thousands of girls each year who earn the Gold Award by identifying a community problem and creating a solution. And a solution can withstand after that girl has moved on to whatever's next in her life. So DHL is now a partnership in our Gold Award Scholarship Program, and we're thrilled and excited to see our partnership continue to grow.
We're really excited about that as well. Obviously, a big opportunity to support the Girl Scouts, but at the same time, I like to call the Gold Award girls the overachievers of the overachievers in this category. And if we can play a role in helping with them, getting them excited as well about supply chain, we are growing fast. Our industry is growing very fast. There's a lot of change and technology coming into the industry. It's a time where we need everybody on board. And so our focus here is to make sure that girls understand that this is a place for them, that they can feel comfortable in STEM areas of focus, including logistics and supply chain. And we're going to need them in the coming years.
Yeah, and Jim, maybe over the course of your career, the industry is no secret was fairly male dominated. What kind of change have you seen in the, I don't know, couple decades at least of experience in your tenure? Yeah, completely night and day, I would say, Will. It's been very much male dominated, and now you see in many of our offices and facilities and warehouses, there are women running the warehouses. And a lot of the sites that volunteered for the pilots of the Patch program are run by women. And so these girls come in and they see women in leadership roles. They see women working with robots and things like that. And it just really, it's a complete change from just a few decades ago, and exciting to see the girls get excited about it as well. And Bonnie, more broadly, with your Girl Scout alumni base, how have you seen their career trajectories stay the same or change over time?
Yeah, tremendously as well. And I would say as our girls do get excited, and they get excited with industries that are evolving, and going back to the robotics that we saw on site the day that I was at the pilot, it's interesting for our girls to go, wow, didn't even know all this was happening behind the scenes, that you have these amazing robots. And our girls are fascinated with those type of things. I even tell them, when people say, what do you want to be when you grow up? Say, I'm probably going to be something that doesn't exist yet, because things are fast changing. It's also, I love that you asked, because it's fun to watch our girls connect with these mentors. You can say it all you want, but when they actually see what they can be, to them, that makes it like truly available to them. And so it's also why having the employees from DHL so involved adds a whole nother dimension to this program.
The opportunity to expose young people to the many interesting things that take place in our industry is really exciting. And this is a terrific partnership that's got really good momentum, clearly. And like you said, sky's the limit. So thank you both for coming on today to talk a little bit about it and tell us the history and where to from here. Exciting times ahead, and look forward to hearing what comes next.
Thank you for having me. Yep. And so very grateful for the partnership. So thank you all. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Will.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate us and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also re-listen to our entire library of episodes on our website, dhl.com/ABNB podcast. See you next time.